Okay, so the Source magazine thing comes out, and
Uh-huh.
it's a big deal,
Yeah.
and you're showing it to one of your brothers, right?
Yeah.
And he's telling you, like, listen, don't fuck around in these streets. You got something better than all of us. You got talent.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get lit up after this comes out.
Yep.
You know, you're always going to be a star. And that ended up the last time you actually talked to him.
Yeah, and the craziness is, it's almost. Let me see. It's like we're the 20th, the 21st anniversary of it just was yesterday of when he was killed, and it was crazy because I had to go to a wake for another homeboy yesterday. So it was just, yesterday was a tough day for me, spiritually and just mentally, But I woke up this morning with just a whole new insight. Just woke up and just said, thank God I'm alive still, able to still be here, do this, and sit here and do this interview with you. You know what I mean? Because everybody around us is going real fast, man.
I mean, how bad did that hit you? Because you were losing people, running around the shower
Yeah,
posse. You
yeah,
lose people from just that lifestyle.
yeah.
But now this is your own. Was it your older brother or younger
Yeah, it's
brother?
my older brother. So
Okay, so yeah.
yeah, he was the eldest of the family. So for me, he was like, my inspiration, my teacher, he was the real gangster of the family. So everything I know from him. And he just was like, yo, these streets ain't for you, man. You got a talent. You can memorize lines. You can do, you know what I mean? He just always, he saw it in me long before I saw it in me, that, I was meant to do the acting modeling thing. And just, he was just like, look, you can handle yourself in the street, but there's no need for it, go make some real paper. So
Yeah.
that was his push. And from that time on, I just kind of looked forward and left the streets behind. I try to stay away from anything that was illegal or could get me in any kind of mess. So he was my inspiration with that.
Right, because at the time, even though you were getting, the modeling gigs, you were still hustling. You were
Yeah.
still fucking around.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we just trying to pay the rent, make ends meet, and have some food in the refrigerator. Which it's a whole different, it's a whole different animal when your stomach is scratching the back of your spine. It's just you want to eat, man, and sometimes you'll do desperate things to eat. And I'm glad I'm out of that lifestyle, because nowadays I'm like, yo, when the last time I was hungry? I can't even remember. You know
Right,
because it's like
right.
I can just get up now, open the refrigerator, or I go to the store and buy, anything I want to eat. But I'm still a picky eater till this day because of that. I do enjoy eating a can of tuna fish more than going to a fancy restaurant and putting some top ramen on. It humbles me every time I eat it. Because
Yeah.
I knew I lived off of it back in the day.
Well, you go and do the Source, modeling shoot, and then by late 1993, you end up connecting with Bethan Hardison. Am I
Yeah,
pronouncing
Beth
your
Ann
name right?
Hardison. Yeah. And
Bethan
for
Hardison.
me, that she's Kadeem Hardison's mom, from the actor from A Different World. And then
Right.
I saw him on the Arsenio Hall show, and I was like, he was talking about his mom's agency, and I was like, man, that might be my key to get into Hollywood. So me and a buddy of mine, we made an arrangement to go to her office and try to meet with her. But the first time we went, we weren't able to. But they told us to come back, and if we could bring some pictures. So I had shot with a photographer, and funny enough, the kid that I was shooting with, and I had just met him maybe 2 weeks prior, was Michael K. Williams. And he was like, at the time we were all trying to make it in New York, and he just started doing independent films. And it was just like me and Michael were shooting some Karl Kanai cross color stuff again, because that was the it thing. And it was an independent photographer. He just wanted to shoot some test shoot. The pictures didn't have any destination. It wasn't for like Source or anything at the time. We were just shooting it. So I was able to take those photos to the agency, and they basically got me in the door. And then, to this day, whenever I see Michael K. Williams, we talk about it, and you look at his career, it's just like, it's extensive. And he said, look, everybody's got their time. Your time is coming. So just, stay focused. And we used to always see each other at castings and stuff. And the one thing about New York at the time was, everybody was cheering for you. There wasn't too much haters. It was all, everybody wanted to succeed, and, watching Michael K. Williams blow up and, doing shows like The Wire and all of that, it was just gangster because that was Mike.
Mm. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Michael K. Williams.
Yeah,
I mean, what he did on The Wire and then Boardwalk Empire, and really everything he's done, I feel is just epic.
Yeah. And he's and when you meet him, he's so opposite of his characters. It's just crazy. And he's just so much fun to hang out with, man. He really is. Such good energy.